Realism is a philosophical and artistic movement that emerged in the 19th century in response to the dominant idealism of the time. It emphasizes the importance of physical reality and the objective world, as opposed to mental and spiritual concepts or subjective experience. Realism can be traced back to the ancient Greek philosopher Aristotle. In contrast to his teacher Plato's idealism, he argued that reality is fundamentally physical, composed of what he calls substances, and that knowledge is based on sense experience. However, it was not until the 19th century that realism emerged as a distinct philosophical and artistic movement. One of the key features of realism is its emphasis on observation and scientific inquiry. They argue that knowledge is based on empirical evidence rather than on abstract speculation, and that science is the best way to understand the world. Another key feature of realism is its rejection of idealized or romanticized portrayals of the world. Realists believe that the world is often chaotic and unpredictable, and that the right way to understand it is to observe it directly and without preconceptions. Thus they seek to depict reality as accurately as possible. In visual art, realism is marked by a focus on the accurate representation of the natural world, using techniques such as chiaroscuro, the use of light and shade, and perspective, to create a sense of depth and realism. Realist artists often depict scenes from everyday life such as landscapes, street scenes, and still lives. In literature, realism is characterized by a focus on ordinary, everyday life and a rejection of idealized or romanticized descriptions of the world. Realist writers seek to accurately depict the social, economic, and political realities of their time, often using detailed descriptions of the physical environment and the behavior of their characters. In political theory, realism emphasizes the importance of power and the pursuit of self-interest in international relations. Political realists argue that states are motivated primarily by a desire for power and security, and that international conflict is an inevitable result of the anarchic nature of the international system. Critics of realism argue that it can be overly simplistic and deterministic, reducing complex social, economic, and political phenomena to a set of predictable laws and principles. They also point out that realism can be used to justify unethical or oppressive practices, such as the pursuit of power and the use of violence in international relations. Despite its limitations, realism continues to be an influential philosophy and artistic movement today. Its emphasis on observation and the accurate representation of reality has had a significant impact on different fields in both art and science, and most especially on how modern man views and approaches reality. If you like our content, please follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our channel for more videos. Thank you, and see you in our next one.